Good evening, everybody. This is Caleb here with Indiana Weather Online, Indiana Weather Network. We are live here for a severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued. This is for central Orange County, south central Indiana until 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. At 7:23, a severe thunderstorm warning or a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles southwest of Paoli, moving east at 30 miles per hour. This does have a tornado possible tag in it as this storm is exhibiting some rotation within it. This is why we are live here this evening. You can see the area of rotation just to the southeast of French Lick. You can see a nice little hook echo here on this storm. This is moving due east at about 35 miles per hour. Hazard penny-size hail, 60 mile per hour winds, as well as a possible tornado. This storm, the severe thunderstorm warning, is only for currently Orange County, Indiana. Does include French Lick and Paoli. The area of rotation, though, is to the southeast of French Lick. If you're in French Lick, you are okay for this storm. However, if you're in the Chambersburg area, Youngs Creek, Paoli, now's a good time to get into your safe place. Lowest level of your home, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. This is not a tornado warning. However, there is enough rotation to where they did add a tornado possible tag on this warning. 60 mile per hour winds and penny-sized hail are the primary hazards. Some penny-sized hail likely getting into the Paoli area right about now, right along US 150 here, getting in on that heavy rain and pea-sized hail. This severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Penny-sized hail as well as a possible tornado. This is the only severe thunderstorm warning in Indiana. At this point in time, we had some other severe thunderstorm warnings earlier today. However, this is our first one today with a tornado possible tag on it. We do still have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the Evansville area, Princeton area, Boonville area, as well as Tell City, Indiana. That continues here for a couple more hours. Currently, this storm is only in Orange County, Indiana. We're going to have to watch for areas off to the east towards Salem. We'll see if this storm maintains its intensity or not. We've lost our sunlight. We're losing some of the instability that we have in the atmosphere. We didn't have a lot of sunshine today, but we are losing some of that instability. Sorry about that break there. Had some messages here behind the scenes. But 60 mile per hour winds, as well as penny sized hail and a possible tornado with the storm. The area of rotation here with question is right in here where there's reds and greens are coming together due east of French Lick. This is going to come very close to the Paoli area for this area of rotation here. Only about a couple minutes out from the Paoli area. Now, a tornado does not look imminent with this storm, but there is enough rotation that the National Weather Service on the side of caution went ahead and did issue a tornado possible within the severe thunderstorm warning. So we have 60 mile per hour winds, penny-sized hail, as well as a possible tornado. This is for Orange County. Areas downstream and surrounding our severe thunderstorm warning. Special weather statement is in place, and this is for pea-sized hail and 40 mile per hour winds for the surrounding areas. Currently, this is our only severe thunderstorm warning in the state of Indiana. Yeah, what size is the hail there, Jared? I'd be curious to know that. They trimmed the warning back, so French Lick, you're in the clear. You are no longer in this severe thunderstorm warning. However, Paoli, you still have several minutes to go yet. You're currently in the core area broad rotation, just to your west, just southwest of Baxton Sighting there. I'll go ahead and circle it right in here. We're using Louisville's radar, so that is to the southeast of this location. So the greens are going towards the radar, and the reds are going away from the radar. Where those colors meet, that is our area of rotation. And you can see a little bit of a hook echo here on radar as well. You can kind of see that where you have moist air coming in, rain-cooled air wrapping around. That's called a mesocyclone when you get a rotating updraft. This is a very shallow area of rotation as well. So with it being shallow, I don't expect it to be super long-lived. Nothing like what we saw last Thursday, or I guess a couple weeks ago in southern Indiana, which is good. We have different dynamics in place. But areas of shallow rotation can spin up very quickly. Thankfully, they're generally not as long-lived as what we'd see like in the environment that we had last Thursday or a week and a half ago. Um, but it is strong enough here to where the National Weather Service does have that tornado possible tag in it. The primary hazards with this storm is penny size hail and winds to 60 miles per hour. You can see the brighter greens on the reflectivity here on velocity right in here. So some gusty winds could be mixing their way down at the core of this storm. Torrential rainfall is also occurring. A lot of our soils are very saturated across south central Indiana. We've had a lot of rain over the past 36 hours. Flood advisories are in place. Flood watches are also in place across this region as well. So do watch out for that. But currently, a severe thunderstorm warning is still in effect for Orange County, Indiana. This is our only severe thunderstorm warning in the state of Indiana. The severe weather threat for the rest of the evening is quite low across Indiana. We're not expecting widespread severe weather, but a stray severe thunderstorm or two can't be ruled out over the next hour or two. Area of rotation still hanging on a little bit. Still see that little bit of a hook echo on radar, as well as a little bit of velocity or reflectivity here. The rotation is not quite as what it was a few minutes ago, which is good. Hopefully, we see that trend continue on the rotation side of things. However, the National Weather Service have left the tornado possible tag on this. If I go ahead and hit play, you can see the rotation kind of form right over here, just south of French Lick. It got pretty tight over State Road 145, just south of French Lick. But as you look towards the Paoli area, you can see how those colors are separating. They're drawing apart, which is good. It's what we want to see. But there is still some broad rotation there. This is just below tornado warning criteria, actually, right here. Just not quite meeting the criteria for that, but it was close. We were watching this here behind the scenes as it was tightening up a little bit. But currently, severe thunderstorm warning, 60 mile per hour winds, penny size hail for Orange County. Additional showers and thunderstorms are possible overnight here tonight across Indiana. Severe weather, though, not expected overnight tonight once we get this main round out of the way. Once this batch of clusters of storms moves out to the west or east into Ohio and Kentucky, that'll pretty much do it for the strong to severe weather threat here across Indiana. Could have additional showers and thunderstorms overnight tonight. Some of those could contain some small hail. However, widespread severe weather is not expected. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning southwest of St. Louis. We'll have to watch those storms as they move up into the Ohio Valley and Indiana region. That'll be overnight tonight around the 11 o'clock time frame when those move into Indiana. Here's a live look at our radar for our Orange County, Indiana storm. You can still see a little bit of broad rotation, perhaps near the Paoli area, due south of town. We'll have to see if they continue the severe thunderstorm warning downstream towards the Salem area or not. Primary hazards, though, within this low top supercell would be 60 mile per hour winds and penny size hail. Are the going hazards here with this severe thunderstorm? The rotation, though, luckily it has broadened out over the past few scans here. If we go ahead and play it back, you'll see how it was really tight, or tighter, I guess, south of French Lick, and it's now broadened out quite a bit towards the Paoli area, which is good news. This severe thunderstorm is capable of 60 mile per hour winds, penny size hail, moving east at 30 miles per hour. The hail currently, that's a good question. So the hail is currently moving towards the Livonia area. All these pinks that you see here, that's your hail core. That's the downdraft of this thunderstorm. That's where you're going to be seeing your heaviest precipitation, but also any hail associated with this thunderstorm as well. This is going to be in this area right in here, stretching from Paoli, basically due across State Road 56 towards the Livonia area. So we're going to have to watch downstream. If we go ahead and turn on a product here, what we call kind of like a hail tracker, but this tracks our updraft strength. We can see just how this updraft has evolved here. So you see how it has a little bit more red near the French Lick area, just west of Paoli, and then it kind of broadened out a little bit to be more yellow. So our updraft is not overly strong with this storm, which is good, but some pea-size hail can't be ruled out. Maybe getting up to penny size at the largest stones within this storm here. But this storm is moving due east towards the Salem area. Areas behind this line here are all in the clear. You guys are all good back here. Additional showers and thunderstorms likely overnight tonight. The severe weather threat is overall low across the state of Indiana, but non-zero. A stray severe thunderstorm can't be ruled out for the remainder of the night and into tomorrow morning, as we have one here. Severe thunderstorm warning for Orange County does continue until 8 o'clock here this evening. Penny-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, as well as a possible tornado. Something to watch here as the storm is starting to look a little bit more organized on reflectivity on what we see the rain, just visual perspective, but on the rotation side of things, not seeing a lot of rotation. You can see the gust front here associated with this. You can actually see it on reflectivity right in here where that rain curtain is kind of bowed out a little bit. This is what we call RFD, rear flank downdraft. This is the gust front of the thunderstorm. Rain cooled air gets pulled down by the downdraft, and that little bit of rotation that's in there helps whip that downdraft around in the form of a gust front. So we're going to have to watch this if it tightens up again. But for right now, more of a damaging wind risk associated with this than a tornado risk at this point. Not seeing a lot of low-level rotation, which is good. It was tighter over by a significant amount at this point in time. Sorry about that extra audio. I'm not really sure where that came from.
It came from me, Caleb. Sorry about that.
That is Ryan in the background. He's helping us out here behind the scenes. Keep an eye on the Salem area for this storm as it is moving off to the east-northeast at about 30 miles per hour. There they trim back to warning once again, leaving the tornado possible tag on it. Hazards 60-mile-per-hour winds, penny-size hail. So the Paoli area got a couple more minutes left here with this storm before you are in the clear. French Lick, you are areas to the north, and the Bedford area. Mitchell, you guys are in the clear as well. This storm is not going to be impacting anywhere to the north. This storm is moving due east. So if it does continue, go ahead and this tool has not worked for me on this since an update. But the storm is moving off to the east at about 30 miles per hour.
Places that are in the path of this, smaller areas, we got Stampers Creek, Millersburg, Chambersburg, Rigo, Livonia, Claysville, Rosebud. Those are the smaller townships that are in the path of this storm.
Thank you, Ryan. So keeping an eye on this area right in here still a little bit. Thankfully, though, the rotation side of things with this storm is not significant. More of a damaging wind and small hail threat with this. Penny-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is moving due east at 30 miles per hour. We'll have to see if they extend the warning for areas east, including the Salem area. So far, they're trimming it back. I think the National Weather Service is waiting to see how this storm trends here, if they need to issue a downstream warning or not. If they do issue one, we'll likely see that here, probably here pretty soon. This is the strongest storm currently in the state of Indiana. The area of broad rotation currently near the Chambersburg area, moving due east at 30 miles per hour. Going to get pretty close to the Livonia area. However, a tornado really does not seem imminent at this point in time, which is good news. More of a damaging wind risk and a small hail risk up to penny-size hail. This storm is moving due east right along State Road 56 towards Salem. So areas ahead of this would be New Philadelphia, New Salem, New Pectin, and perhaps Martinsburg a little bit, although the storm, I believe, is going to go just to your north if you're in the Martinsburg area, as well as the Fredericksburg area and Hardinsburg area. The storm will be moving just off to your north. There's the latest scan there. Some of the core, some of the hail is starting to be coming into the Livonia area here pretty soon. You see that nice hail core right where you see the pinks of the storm, right on top of State Road 56. This is where you can expect some P to penny-size hail. The hail size is just below severe criteria. For severe criteria for hail, we need quarter size, 1-inch diameter or greater for a severe thunderstorm warning for hail. However, the wind associated with this is quite gusty. Gusts of 60 miles per hour. You need 58 or greater for a severe thunderstorm warning. Currently, this is our only severe thunderstorm warning in the state of Indiana. Zooming out here, you can see a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in northeast Missouri, coming towards the St. Louis area. However, as those batch of rain and thunderstorms enter Indiana, we're going to have to watch those. A couple of them could be strong, but widespread severe weather isn't expected overnight tonight. Areas north of Indianapolis, just getting some rain and some embedded thunder for you guys up there. Watch out for dense fog, though, if you're north of I-70 here this evening. It's getting quite foggy out there, really dense fog in Vermilion County right now, as well as northern Indiana starting to fill in as well. So do be mindful of that. The fog will improve along I-70 and areas south as the warm front lifts north, but it will continue to deteriorate if you're in northern Indiana overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. Severe thunderstorm warning still in effect for 19 more minutes until 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tornado possible, penny-sized hail, and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Area broad rotation just east of the Chamberburgs area, but more of a gust front at this point in time than isolated rotation. You can see that big bow feature here on velocity where the winds are moving out away versus getting really tight as rotation. So good news there. On the rotation side of things, more of a damaging wind risk and small hail risk versus a tornado risk at this point in time. If we take it back here, the rotation was tighter near the French Lick area, or just south of French Lick on State Road 145. That has broadened out quite a bit. Could be seeing it tighten up a little bit just to the east of the Chambersburg area, excuse me. Perhaps maybe a little bit trying right in there. Would be my best guess of where the area of rotation is at this point in time, right in there. Just east of the Chambersburg area, kind of right situated right in there, just south of Livonia, south of State Road 56, getting ready to cross county lines here. Have to see if we get a severe thunderstorm warning extension or if they have a special weather statement for this. That'll be deemed by the National Weather Service. This is currently in southern Indiana. In Orange County is our only severe thunderstorm warning in the state of Indiana at this point in time. All other areas in Indiana are fine right now. There is some rain and thunderstorms moving through central Indiana. However, none of those are strong at this point in time. Just some rain, embedded thunder, and maybe some pea-sized hail can't be ruled out for most areas here this evening. No severe weather is expected for Anderson here this evening. The severe weather threat overall is very, very low here in Indiana here this evening. We really don't have the dynamics in place to really support widespread severe weather. We had some better dynamics earlier. However, our instability was a limiting factor here this afternoon. If we had more instability, we could have had perhaps a few more severe thunderstorm warnings here this afternoon. Thankfully, the instability was a limiting factor, and we just didn't see that. Area broad rotation sitting right in here, just to the east of US 150, south of State Road 56, southwest of Livonia by about 5-6 miles or so. And there's the latest scan, and there's just not much rotation on it at all at this point in time. More of a gust front here, and it looks like they did issue a special weather statement, and they're not going to continue the severe thunderstorm warning. Go ahead, Ryan.
Looking at the 4-panel here behind the scenes, this rotation or supposed rotation does not line up at all with the heaviest DBZ. This would likely clear air with this rotation.
Yeah, I'm picking up on that as well. So they went ahead and dropped the severe thunderstorm warning. They're going to let that expire for Orange County. Downstream areas, the rotation has weakened to where we're not seeing any rotation associated with this at all anymore. And the current hazards here, 50-mile-per-hour winds and pea-size hail. So the hail size has lessened as well. So this severe thunderstorm warning will go here until it is canceled. They're likely going to cancel that here pretty soon or just let it expire. The storm itself is moving out of Orange County towards the Salem area. Penny-size hail, or pea-size hail rather, 0.25 diameter, as well as 50-mile-per-hour winds. So this storm is no longer severe at this point in time. They're going to let the warning expire or be canceled here as it moves towards the Salem area here in southern Indiana. We'll watch it here for a few more minutes, and then we'll hop off if it does not look to regain severe criteria, and we'll continue to watch it here behind the scenes. But for right now, the rotation that it had at one point, it does not anymore, but there is a nice gust front associated with it. You can see some brighter colors there, so some gusty winds could be mixing down to the ground. There's the latest scan on the velocity there, and not a lot of rotation associated with this at all. There's some brighter colors right in here associated with the edge of our core here. We could still have some downdraft coming down. So some gusty winds in the core, small hail, but that is about it here with this thunderstorm. Torrential rainfall is also occurring. So if you're on State Road 56, do watch out for some very heavy rainfall, some ponding from the Livonia area over towards Salem.
See a lot of questions for specific cities asking if they're okay tonight, and the answer is largely yes. There's only this one area that has a strong to severe storm that's impacting and heading towards Salem right now. Otherwise, there's some pockets of rain and thunderstorms going on, but largely there's no severe threat except with this very far southern storm in very far southern Indiana. So if you're asking about Fort Wayne or Muncie or Richmond or Evansville, you guys are largely okay today.
Yeah, looking around the region here, we do expect additional showers and thunderstorms to fill in. You can see some scattered showers and thunderstorms across southern Missouri. Those will move into southern Indiana overnight tonight, along with additional showers. Areas north of Indianapolis, really no lightning at all, just rain. Just plain old rain north of Indianapolis, south of I-70, rain and embedded thunderstorms. The greatest chance for a strong thunderstorm is right in here. South of I-70, east of I-69 for the remainder of the night. The overall severe risk is very, very low, but a stray severe thunderstorm can't be ruled out entirely, although the risk is decreasing as the evening goes on here, thanks to our limitation and instability. We just don't have a lot of instability across southern Indiana here at this point in time. This storm has now pretty much completely left the severe thunderstorm warning box. So this severe thunderstorm warning is about to be obsolete. We have a special weather statement taking over here. We'll watch this for a few more minutes or until this box disappears, and then we will probably hop off here and continue to monitor trends here behind the scenes. The storm is moving off to the east at about 30 miles per hour. So Salem getting ready to get impacted by pea-sized hail and torrential rainfall as well. And our warning has expired. So with that being said, go over this one more time here. If you are in this area right in here, a stray severe thunderstorm or a strong thunderstorm or two can't be ruled out here this evening. The chances are quite low. Widespread severe weather is not expected. We'll continue to watch trends here behind the scenes here this evening. If you're north of I-70, just some plain old rain for you, maybe some embedded thunder, can't be ruled out. For the remainder of the evening, additional showers and thunderstorms are expected to move in, and that'll also be moved out by about mid-morning tomorrow, and we'll see scattered showers or thunderstorms by tomorrow afternoon. Dense fog is going to be a problematic here this evening. Watch out for dense fog across the state of Indiana. Southern Indiana, pretty dense right now, especially Vermilion County, surrounding areas, really dense fog in Vermilion right now. We have a camera there. Dense fog will continue to improve across southern Indiana over the next several hours, but it'll get worse across northern Indiana as the warm front lifts north. We have that warm front moving north, a lot of low-level moisture, really good environment for fog. And before we hop off here, I want to shout out to our sponsor, Rooker's Tree Service based in Indianapolis. If you have a tree that you're concerned about, or in the event of severe weather, you always worry about a tree, give them a call. They'll be happy to help you out with that, 317-665-3969. So with that being said here, we're probably going to hop off. We'll continue to watch trends here behind the scenes. And if we see another considerable severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado possible tag or a tornado warning, which I don't think will happen, we will go live here this evening. So with that being said, stay safe, watch out for fog, and watch out for any ponding that you may see.